I'm like, I know your name's better. I get it. I got you, fam. Anyway, I'm a youth pastor in training, so I don't usually do this stuff anymore. So we got to just make sure we're going to throw that out of the window right now. So anyway, I love Jesus. I love me some Jesus, man. Jesus is, if Jesus had a girlfriend, it would have been really hard because it's like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with these 12 dudes tonight. Is that all right? I'm going to spend like 4 or 5 days with them. I ain't going to ever see you. Bro, like, if I was that girlfriend, I would have been like, you're going to hang out with 12 dudes tonight and you're just going to spend time with them, break bread with them? Bro, you saying something on the D-Lo? No, but Jesus wasn't gay. All right. All right, anyway. So, man, I look like a child. I look like I'm 12. I know, I get it. And I've been in the Army for almost 5 years now. And we'll give out shout-outs to those veterans. I ain't do nothing that big in the Army. I'm going to Egypt next in 4 months, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, what was I saying? Man, the Army's been pretty crazy. But if I learned anything from the Army, it's going to get a little R-rated in here, is how to masturbate without people catching you. I mean, it's pretty rough. When you're living with a whole bunch of dudes, man, you're trying to pull one in a porta potty in the middle of Louisiana. It's like you're sweating. You're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? But when you're in 12 days in the desert, man, I got to pull one. I can't be carrying this load with me. I'm already dropping a whole bunch of load with this stuff. But I learned so many techniques. The one is the quiet sneaker, where you're just like looking back at your roommate like, are you watching me? Are you watching me? No. And you're thinking about that. It's pretty gross. But then there's a point where you get so bored. Man, they're having fun over there. You get so bored. You want to see how much you can pull in one day. So, like, I'm not going to talk about my record, but you pull so much. This ain't PG anymore. I know, I'm supposed to be a youth pastor. But you're pulling so much, and you want to just see how much you can go. We have a record. We have a record on our office wall, and we have, like, little names. Like, I'm top king. I'm top king on that list. Ain't nobody going to break my record of 15. But when you go 15, this is what we call it. We call it the ghost load. The ghost load, because, your dick is, like, just coughing up, like, man, this is super inappropriate. Your dick is coughing up, like, why are you doing this to me? Stop. And you just like, I just want to see if I can do it. I just want to see if I can go. So you're pulling it, and nothing comes out. That's the ghost load. Nothing comes out. And then you try to do it again, and then a flag comes out. It's like that toy gun. It says bang. Instead of bang, it just pops up, and the flag comes out, and it just says, come. It's pretty pathetic. But that's one of those things that the Army teaches you, is how much loads can you blow in one whole day? You ever blow a load in a porta potty? It's fucking weird. There's a stack of shit, and you're like, man, I'm going to put a load on that, and people are going to see it. Oh, man, it's pretty gnarly. But anyway, we're going to talk about, I'm actually from Vegas. I grew up in Vegas, but I live in Hawaii now. I'm stationed out there. And Hawaii is weird. I look like a brown guy. I look like a local, but I talk like a white guy. So all the Filipinos are like, "Hoy, psst, psst. Why are you talking like that? You're talking like the white man." I'm like, "Hoy, psst. Whoa, excuse me." I'm from Las Vegas, and like, that is the ninth island. You should be talking like this. The kind, how's it? Yeah. And I'm like, no. I'm like, how is it, bro? Or dope, and they get really offended. But I grew up in a Filipino household. So my mom is, I'm pulling that Joy Coy shit on now. I know Joy Coy he's got the lockdown on Filipino mom jokes, but he hasn't met my Filipino mom. My Filipino mom is like, what do you do in the Army? Because I didn't tell her I was joining the Army. She's like, I'm doing the infantry. I know, small guy like me, shooting guns and stuff. And she's like, what is the infantry? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we shoot guns. She's like, are you taking care of infants? Infants? Little babies? You won't be in the war? I'm like, no, I'm going to be in the war. Are you taking care of the babies in the war? I'm like, no, I'm not. And my stepdad's like, he's an idiot who wanted to hold a gun. And my mom's like, oh no, my baby is just a baby. Don't send him there. Don't send him to Afghanistan. I'm like, it's Afghanistan, not Afghanistan. There's no stan in Afghanistan. They're all Hajis. But anyway, I was born in the Philippines, but I grew up American. Man, Hawaii is such a different place from Vegas. And it's pretty gnarly because my mom doesn't understand that the girls in Hawaii, they like men to be like neutralized. And we'll just say that, like neutralized. So I had an ex-girlfriend. We all have that ex-girlfriend, guys. And then those girls, we all have that ex-boyfriend. When you think back about it, it's like, I had an ex-girlfriend who wanted me to pluck her armpits. And you know me, I'm just like, oh man, I'm in the army. I want to get out of the barracks. And so I decided to pluck her armpits. She was like wife material. And my mom said, why'd you break up with her? And I said, it's because she wants me to pluck her armpits. She's like, why would you say that to me? Why would you say that to me? Why would she want you to pluck her armpits? I'm like, whoa. I'm not gonna fuck her armpits. I haven't been fucking her armpits. She's like, why would you even tell that to your mother? I'm like, pluck her armpits, P-L-U-C-K. She's like, how do you even do that? How do you even pluck her armpits? I'm like, pluck, P-L-U-C-K. And she's like, are you sure it's not P-H-U-C-K? I'm like, you're spelling it wrong, Mom. It's F-U-C-K. You ever try to fuck a girl's armpits? It's pretty fucking weird, trust me. That's another joke for another day. Man. Anyway, oh man, I got a crowd over here. Oh, all right. Man, I haven't done this in forever. I usually preach about Jesus, and the thing is, it's so weird about youth ministry. I do a whole bunch of youth. Oh no, don't get it that way. I don't do a whole bunch of youth that way. But so the youth, it's weird because the church in Hawaii doesn't want to acknowledge that our kids are getting high. Like it's Hawaii. We got the weed is called the weed, like it's a bad thing. We call it the pakalolo. And so these kids get high and they go to youth ministry and their eyes are red. Are we good? All right, we're gonna finish this. It's gonna be I don't have a timer. So these kids are getting high. And I know my boys. They show up with their eyes red. And I'm like, bro, Dom, you high as fuck right now. And my pastor comes up to me, Ian, you can't be saying that shit. I'm like, well, you can't be saying shit, you're a pastor. But anyway, man, these kids are so high at youth ministry. I'm like, we got to talk about this stuff. And they're like, well, no, we're just to make them feel good, and we're supposed to make ourselves feel good. And I'm like, what are we circle jerking? Because, if it's all about feeling good, man, we're here to solve problems. But, man, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't really know, I didn't know I had 10 minutes. But wrap it up. We got some more jokes. All right, so this is my last joke. We're gonna end it off with a pun. You guys look like a whole bunch of, you guys are out of this world, and I got this thing. It's my socks. It says NASA, because you guys are out of this world. Thank you, guys. All right.
Eat Imperial from Hawaii. Yeah!